So obviously I'm reminded now of the subtitle of your latest book. Would you tell me what that is?
Tell yourself a better lie.
That's the title. And then the subtitle is?
You can edit your life, upgrade, change your script,
Oh, here it is. Use the power of rapid transitional therapy to edit your story and rewrite your life.
Yeah. So here's a good example, and I see it almost every day in my office. My dad left when I was 2. My dad didn't want me. I was the 5th girl, and therefore I can't find love. And often the truth is, your dad wasn't very smart, but that has nothing to do with how wonderful you are. And I meet some fathers who say with a straight face, I never saw my kid. I was so rubbish. I thought they'd be better off. I thought if I left my wife and never saw them, she'd marry somebody better than me, and I was doing them a favor. Of course, the child doesn't know that. I was an alcoholic, so I left the family so they wouldn't end up like me. But it's that same thing. We tell ourselves all these lies. If I was put up for adoption, I can't be lovable. If my dad didn't want me, I'm not worthy of love. I didn't do well at school, therefore I'm not smart. And these are lies. If I look at a cake, I get fat. Well, clearly that can't be true. But when you tell yourself a lie, your mind starts very quickly to make it real. And so if you're willing to tell yourself a lie, you might as well tell yourself a better lie. Everything I touch falls apart. I'd lose my eyes in the back of my head if they weren't screwed on. I mean, these aren't true. But if you're willing to lie, tell yourself a better lie. No one's going to love me. How could someone not love me? If I look at a cake, I get fat because I have a fantastic metabolic rate. I saw that in people saying, "Oh, and I'm scared to go out." And I said, "Why don't you say I've got a fantastic immune system? It's so good. It does its job. And as long as I wash my hands and I'm careful, I'm going to be well because my body is a wellness-making machine, and I have a phenomenal immune system." And I was working with a little girl just last week who was saying, "I'm scared of getting sick." I said, "But every time you say that, that's where you're going. Your mind is going into a lane. Your lane is I'm scared of being sick. How about going into the lane of I've got such an amazing immune system. It's so incredible, so impressive, so reliable that I'm always well." Because whatever you say, your mind begins to make it real. And we know that because if we say, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed," we might go bright. "I'm so emotional," eyes fill up with tears. I mean, the placebo is a great example of the mind and body making what you think about a drug real, and what you think about the drug is more effective than the drug.